Late night review.
People, it's Mirror Media and
Lord Duplex.
And this is our second video together. Yay! Alright, and this is gonna be called, as you can see the title, it is Date Night Review, and we want Slim.
Queen and Slim.
Whoops. I'm letting that rock. I'm not changing it. Alright, so we've seen Queen and Slim, and you know, I enjoyed the movie. In my personal opinion, I cried. So
At the end.
yeah, at the end, I feel like anything that makes me cry is going to be a 10 out of 10 for me. So like a summary of the film. At first I thought it was going to be like a Bonnie and Clyde, but it really isn't the case. And a lot of people say, oh, it's struggle love. Well, yeah, they had complications, but I don't really feel like it was a struggle love type of situation. If it wasn't the case that they were pulled over, they wouldn't even be like dating. What do you think?
You know, I would say, well, first date gone wrong. That's my part. You know, it first started off as just a, first date, just sit down and eat, and then, well, you think there might be something going on, but no. Then an officer comes up out of nowhere and, well, falsely accusations here and there, and you already know, power is corrupted in some people, and one thing leads to another. I'm just going to put it at that because I don't want to spoil for anyone that wants to see it.
Yeah, this isn't a spoiler type of movie, it's just our opinion on it. Maybe we'll do an ending, like, towards the end we'll do a spoiler to kind of, like, give our review right now. In my personal opinion, if I can rate it, I would give it, I guess this is more of a bias, a 10 out of 10, because, yeah, I cried at the end, but, like, I enjoyed it. I kind of foreseen, like, how everything was gonna fall out, but at the same time, not, like, saying too much information. By now, I guess it's more passable if you haven't seen it, but you should see it. Especially, I don't know. Do you think couples should see it?
Couples should see it. That personally, I'm thinking that would be the case. I really have not much to say on that one, but if you are a couple, yes, go see it. I recommend it. We both recommend it at very most. Just expect some suspense here and there and a lot of emotions.
Yeah,
a lot.
I agree, especially since, like, they technically jump right into it where they don't give you any delay, because if you see from the trailer, you know what's going to happen, so you're not going to be like, alright, when it's going to happen, it happens. And I thought it was funny that they met on Tinder. That's not much of a spoil, but I thought that was really funny.
Was it really Tinder?
Yeah, remember?
I kind of had that cut off.
I think at the beginning they were admitting that they met on Tinder.
I was just thought it was like another dating site, or maybe it was like through text or something.
Or they were going to mention what like dating site they would say, or say some fake dating site. But yeah, I know that, like, a lot of people meet on Tinder. And one time, an old coworker of mine that, like, he was security, he was like, I'm gonna find somebody on Tinder, and I told him that's not for, like, relationships, because that's what he was, like, his preference was to find somebody, like, for a relationship. But I guess he was more new to the whole online dating thing, so it's not like I was telling him not to use it, but I was just letting him know what that was all about. I guess that's just an opinion about, like, what Tinder's about. But I just haven't met anyone that has met someone in a serious relationship from Tinder. Maybe I'm just a little biased on that too. But yeah.
We didn't use Tinder.
My other thing outside of the movie, the actress. What's the actress who plays Queen?
Jodie Turner-Smith.
Okay, so Jodie Turner.
I'm like looking through this right now.
Her last name is Smith, you know. So yeah, he's got the smart notes, by the way, to help us just in case we forget a name or something like that. So I guess what grinds my gears is that the character who plays Queen, she's married to, like, she's in an interracial relationship. My thing is, I don't care about it. But my thing is that people who've seen the movie and was like, yes, black love, and then found out she's the real person, is dating somebody that is not a person of color, they were offended. Like, oh, why is she dating somebody out of her race? But it's so crazy because this is a character and they're kind of mixing the character with the real person. And I thought it was strange because the actor, what's his name, who plays him, Slim?
Daniel Kaluuya?
Yeah, from Get Out. He was dating someone that is not a person of color when he was in Get Out. And I don't know if he's still dating the same person, so I don't really want to get on that. But it's just like, we shouldn't pay attention to the person. Like, I appreciate their acting, not what they're doing behind the scenes. That had nothing to do with me, unless it's something that's horrible. Then it's like, by all means, judge that. But don't judge a person because they're married to somebody. That has nothing to do, like, I don't want to preach or say my opinion on that, but I just thought that, like, draw too much attention and took away from the experience of watching the film. And the film is great, like, we both agree. The soundtracks, mwah, it's amazing.
I really didn't have much of a problem with the soundtrack, and I would say personally, maybe 2-3 different type of movies I would actually see in a year. It's very little for the soundtrack for me to like, but for Queen and Slim, I think every song actually hit every note.
Yeah.
And every scene actually matches with it too. I will admit.
It was like a whole vibe with the music, the scenes and stuff, and each character, I don't say it's relatable, but like they were like, you felt for each character, except for one particular one, the jerk. And you know who I'm talking about.
We will put in any
spoilers.
No spoilers.
I think,
maybe.
What time is it right now? We got 7 minutes in this video. Towards like 10, because I want to end this in 15 minutes. I don't want to make this a super long video.
Or you can try to make a different video for like a spoiler kind of thing.
I'll make a part 2 of this video and do spoilers galore by myself. Once you want to join.
Maybe in the future. Well, maybe for this one.
For this one, we're doing the couples, but for the next video, I'm doing it by myself and spoiling the heck out of it. So, to save you the time, there won't be like a, hey, go to this clip. Oh, what's up?
I was going to say, if you are going to actually go see the second video for all spoiler related, please, I advise you to actually go check out the movie first before you even decide to actually click on that. And if you do click on it, go back to this one first and then go into that one.
Thank you.
If you watched it.
Yeah.
I will put down another note. The dynamic between both Queen and Slim character was, because there was like a character arc that was going through, like a plot development going for them. And I like how both sides develop each other's like habits, because that's what I think what it was.
Yeah. I agree with that, because at the beginning, Slim was very religious, but towards the end, he started losing his faith, where Queen was not religious at all, but then towards the end, she started gaining faith, and then, like, you know, some people probably, from their personal opinion, they fell in love too fast, but in the situation, it only made sense that they got to know each other more and started to, like, I don't feel like, it was rushed off, but for the reason why it was rushed made sense. But at the same time, I felt like they had so much chemistry, and it only made sense. Like,
in such a short time.
Yeah, it felt right. Like, it didn't feel forced. Like, we're just gonna make out for no reason. I thought it was really awkward how they made out, but then when I realized, like, him, like, in that situation, in the scene where he was comforting her, felt right. So, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Save that for another video.
I'm not explaining it.
No, I mean like in terms of
I'm gonna
opinions
get
of
in
scenes.
detail. I'm not gonna say in detail what happened, but yeah, that was very well. And then also, like, it's funny. I'm gonna say clothing. Like, Dapper Dan is in the outfits and stuff. Even though, like, what she was wearing towards the end, I felt like it fit her vibe in a way. I love that well, in the post, it's not a spoiler. She has short natural hair. I love that. And then the other thing I want to mention, they're both, well, their melon is not completely the same, but they're both dark skinned. They're a dark skinned couple, and it's like, yes, yes, I am here for it. Mainly because when it comes to like people of color in films, it's either the male is going to be dark skinned or the female. Like, it never matches. It's always one is lighter or the other one is darker, or vice versa. So that always kills it for me, because it's like, we don't date just like lighter skinned people. And I don't know why there's not always a film. I'm not gonna say it's always that happens, but it does kind of get weird when it's like, why don't we have any same complexion or close to the same dating together? And she was a little taller than him, and that was fine with me. It was their chemistry. Like, this is like, I can't say anything without spoiling anything. I just like them together. And yes, because of their chemistry in the film, it would be great if they were together. But because they're actors, I don't feel like it was a need. They probably really good friends after this. I don't know, maybe they didn't even talk afterwards. But the fact that they made people feel emotional where they wish that they were together, that's great acting. I'm just saying. and alright. But alright. Also, what did you want to rate it? Because I say 10 out of 10. What did you want to rate it?
I gave it an 8.5. Personal opinion. Other than the soundtrack, the personal growth, I did feel like that the plot was going to have a foreshadowing towards the end. And my part, I kind of don't like foreshadowed movies. I do like something that would have been out of the blue. I thought the ending was going to be completely different, but nope. My expectations kind of shot me down, and I was like, oh, well, there's a reference to something. So I'm gonna have to stop it at 8.5. I just don't like foreshadowed events that I feel like that was gonna happen way before in the movie. Mm-hmm. But overall, I enjoyed it.
I feel like there was a reason for it. Like, they went into foreshadowing because we're getting to know these characters just like they're getting to know each other. So there's reasons for them foreshadowing. I don't feel like that. But like I said, maybe I'm being biased because I was with it regardless of the film. Because there's black directors, black actors, like all of that I'm in love with from the get-go. But if the story was trash, I would still be here for it, but I wouldn't be like 10 out of 10. But I really liked it, especially since I got emotional towards the end.
She was.
Yeah.
She really was. Spoiler alert, she was.
I literally whispered to him, to Lord Duplex, I ain't no bitch. But I did. Oh my god, I was so overwhelmed. It was just like that one scene when they were.
It's okay.
I ain't no bitch. But also another thing before we say goodbye, I love that Queen and Slim didn't change each other. They wanted to change each other, like, by themselves. Like, Queen's character was unapologetically a black female. She didn't change. She didn't try to convenience him. And then he also did the same thing. Like, he never tried to change himself. And then one way, like, when they were arguing, well, not really arguing, but like, he put his foot down and she didn't just loud that. And I was like, okay, I'm here for that too.
Mr. Man.
Yeah, it's like, alright. But at the same time, I was just like, they were there for each other. And that's one thing that you don't see in a lot of films. Black love. So we have to support that.
We do.
Yeah. Especially us.
Of course.
Alright, but yeah, 10 out of 10. It was an amazing movie. And one of my favorite films, like, of this year, or
only film of this year, because we just started.
I know, right?
It's only this. What is it? It's only this. Well, actually, due to recording, it's now officially the 8th. But yeah, no, it's so far this has been a good movie. There are a lot of other movies in the next 11 months. So it's gonna be a semi tricky one. And you know what? What I'm gonna end up doing, and maybe me and Mirror Media will actually end up doing, is a top 5, best movies of this year.
Yeah,
We'll keep it in mind for that. Like, let's make that into a project into it.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna keep this short, like I said. Make sure if you enjoyed watching us together, you look forward to new videos, and then also check out Lord Duplex's channel that I'll put right where his flannel is, like here. Yeah.
I feel like a target now.
And take him. No. All right, guys. This has been Mirror Media, and I don't have a dance this time. Maybe I do.
Signing out.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.